In connection with the rape and murder of a doctor at RG Medical College in Kolkata, the Central Bureau of Investigation conducted a second round of polygraph test on 7 people. Polygraph test is one among the deception detection tests. Deception detection tests, or DDTs, are scientific procedures employed to detect probable deception during interrogation. These tests include narco-analysis, polygraph tests, and brain mapping. Coming to the polygraph test that was recently done, it operates on the presumption that specific psychological responses or physiological triggers are triggered when a person is lying. The test is administered by attaching instruments like cardio cuffs or sensitive electrodes to the suspect to measure variables such as blood pressure, galvanic skin response, that is a proxy of sweat, and breathing, as well as pulse rate. As questions are posed, each physiological response is assigned a numerical value to determine whether the individual is telling the truth or being deceptive. Narco-analysis, on the other hand, involves the injection of a drug called sodium pentothal into the accused, inducing a hypnotic or a sedated state. The assumption is that a subject in such a state is less inhibited and is more likely to divulge information. Because the drug is thought to weaken the subject's resolve to lie, it is often referred to as the truth serum. Brain mapping, on the other hand, measures a subject's neural activity, specifically brain waves, using electrodes attached to the face and neck. It operates on the principle that brain generates distinctive brain waves when exposed to familiar stimuli, such as an image or a sound. Questions regarding the legality of these tests are a recurring phenomenon. Prior to 2010, Indian courts were strongly in favor of these tests. They pitched these scientific methods of investigation as a safer alternative to custodial violence often used to extract information. The Supreme Court in 2010, in the case of Selvi v. State of Karnataka, ruled that no lie detector should be administered except on the basis of consent of the accused, in accordance with the fundamental right against self-incrimination as enshrined under Article 23 of the Constitution. Article 20, quote unquote 3. Further, it was elucidated that a person's right to make a statement or remain silent is integral to their right to privacy. Thus, compelling an individual to make a statement would also constitute a violation of Article 21 of the Constitution. The court also noted that little empirical evidence is present to bolster the argument that these tests provide reliable leads for investigators. It cautioned that the results of these tests cannot be regarded as confessions. However, if any information or material is subsequently discovered with the help of voluntarily administered test result, such evidence can be admitted in the court. Additionally, it requires that the subject's consent be formally recorded before a judicial magistrate and that the guidelines set out by the National Human Rights Commission in 2000 for administering these tests be strictly adhered to. There are concerns related to this test as well. In a 2010 paper published in the Indian Journal of Medical Research, it was observed that lie detection techniques have faced a number of criticisms, and their effectiveness in revealing concealed knowledge in applied real-world settings remains uncertain. It argued the reliability of polygraph tests, pointing out that these tests the underlying principle behind these tests is flawed. Parameters such as heart rate and blood pressure have not been proven to be uniquely indicative of lying. Similarly, a 2019 study conducted in United States flagged high false positive rates and noted that individuals can train themselves to beat a polygraph. Despite the Supreme Court's cautionary stance, the administration of these tests continues to be prevalent in India. Thank you for listening.